or raising the debt limit doesn't raise the debt limit, or you can keep your doctor even though you can't, and I never said that. You don't control reality. And let's just face it, there is a major growing vein of Islam made up of ne'er-do-well thugs who want to run around murdering and killing, and who are giving Western backing and are allowed to fly wherever they want and think they're all really sexy movie stars, a bunch of crazy narcissists running around killing people everywhere. And so just stop acting like it's not going on. Just stop it. Brian, AJ, Michael, Chris, Shane, we're going to get to all of you briefly. There's a great way to wake up friends and family. Tell them about the local AM and FM stations you're listening to right now. Tell people at red lights. Put up a sign on your business. Put up a billboard. Help us, please. We appreciate folks that are paying to put up billboards all over the country. I've said I want to launch an initiative with some of the graphics of billboard designs with large PDFs that folks can download. I want the graphics department to do that. I said it a few weeks ago. I'm in it. I want to come up with some big, simple billboards promoting Infowars.com that you can customize to promote the local station, and just put one up. You can put up a big billboard for a couple $1,000s now and reach hundreds of thousands in a major city. I've had friends and family and neighbors come to me and say, yeah, I was in New York, or I was in Florida, or I was in Georgia, and I saw big billboards for your show. One guy out of Louisiana did that, and we salute him. Other people are now doing it. It's causing a chain reaction. Tell your friends and family about the show. Thank the local stations. Become sponsors, or support the sponsors and let them know why you're supporting them. That's important. Send out the free links to our iPhone and Droid apps at Infowars.com/listen. Send out the free link to the free video feed at Infowars.com/show. Spend $2 and, 50 cents a month to get a yearly membership. 20 people can use it. That's, 20 cents a day or something? I mean, or 20 cents a month per person. Maybe we can put up prisonplanet.tv. There it is. 7 months free when you sign up for a year. $2.50 a month. That's 12 cents per person a month. 20 people can use each membership. Takes about a minute to sign up. prisonplanet.tv. Become a member today. See the nightly news. Download all the films, ebooks, so much more. prisonplanet.tv. And I want to thank everybody that is a prisonplanet.tv member and who has shared their passcode and helped other people get turned on to the truth. You can download the shows in HD, edit them however you want, air them on Access Television in your area, put them on other video platforms. They are copyright free if it's for nonprofit educational purposes. prisonplanet.tv. And your funding of it helps pay for the bandwidth, the cameras, the reporters, and more. Separately, InfoWarsStore.com with the Made in America Pro Gun apparel, the best water filters. With a promo code WATER, you get 10% off. We're still doing that free shipping. We've got 48% off the Oxy powder with the Secret 12, methylcobalamin, Super B12, so-absorbable, and the Super Mellow Super Film of Vitality. Those three together, 48% off. That ends this week. In fact, I said it'll end Thursday. It'll end tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of that special. Take advantage of it at InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139. We've got our steam engine heated up. We're going 100 miles an hour down the track. But once you get that coal box, once you get that furnace heated up, folks, you got to keep it heated up. Oh, so hot, no time to take a rest. There is no room for second best. To quote, you got another thing coming. We need to go to the next level, ramming speed against the globalist. I want to go in 110%. We've reached about 100% right now. Now it's time to go into overdrive, so financially support us, and you've got my commitment to not hold anything back and to go forward. Let's go to your phone calls. Brian, Shane, AJ, Michael, Chris, and others. Brian, thanks for calling. You're on the air.
How you doing, Alex?
Good, brother.
I wanted to talk about, you said yesterday that we had lost God in this country, and that's why it's going downhill. But I would say we've lost philosophy. We've lost the ability to think and use logic.
Yeah, common sense.
And to understand what, Obama is doing, you have to understand his philosophical background. He was groomed and trained at Harvard under the teachings of William James and pragmatism. And if you understand pragmatism, it's an excuse for those in power to do anything.
And if you understand pragmatism, you understand the Rand Corporation 50 years ago saying they would sell us on pragmatism and use financial incentives to enslave us.
Yes, it goes back to Plato, to Kant, and it's all a philosophical excuse to ignore law, to just pretty much anyone in power to do anything they want to. So when you have a constitutional lawyer sitting there violating the law every day, you know why, because he's adhering to his pragmatism.
But they're not pragmatic when they get their rights run over, though.
Oh, of course not. It's only who's in power. It's who rules. It's when you're in power, you can control whoever. God forbid you become the low man on the totem pole.
You want to add more, or are you done, Brian?
I'm good, Alex. Thank you.
Great caller. God, I love that kind of info. Absolutely right. Well, that's right. We have no culture. We have no common sense. We're just rudderless on average. And those of us that are concerned are called terrorists. Our country's turning into tyranny. We're going into too much debt. That person's probably a terrorist, the Southern Poverty Law Center says. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Okay, and Michael and Shirley and others. Ron Paul is coming up. Chris in Texas, you're on the air. Thank you for joining us.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I have a few points I'd like to make about the ISIS hat.
Yeah, go ahead.
The supposed ISIS hat. Well, I think it's pretty contrived. I mean, I think it's 75% that the NSA is behind it. I haven't even read the article, but I think these people forget that humans have senses, and we can sense when things are, off-putting.
Well, sure. I mean, it just turned out that the whole North Korea hack thing was just a PR stunt, basically, an inside job. And then who really believes all these government systems got hacked and taken over by ISIS? I mean, and then it's anonymous, though, so no one knows. It's just a perfect way to frame people. Look, the internet is a tool to fight tyranny, but the tyrants designed it. They believe that they get the upper hand being able to spy on everybody. They now want to be able to legitimize the spying and legitimize the takeover and all the stuff they were hiding. And so you're going to see more of these cyber attacks. And all these movies are coming out where nuclear reactors are getting blown up and stuff by hacks. And one guy can destroy the world. So we need a big government program to stop it. I mean, they're getting us ready for the new electronic Pearl Harbor. Appreciate the call. AJ in Ohio, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. I just want to make two quick comments about two subjects. The first one was what you talked about, culture. I'm here in Ohio, and as you know, Ohio State won a national championship last night. Down in Columbus, the Columbus police dealt with rioting and 90 different fires last night. Okay, why can't we get together and riot, or not riot, but protest and get together and fight back against tyranny? We have to worry about a stupid football game.
Well, and I mean, notice that nobody's criticizing the police for trying to stop people that burn down a bunch of buildings. Well, it's the same thing when people use a cop that shoots somebody questionably to burn stuff down. That's just criminals using that as cover to go out and loot that then discredits legitimate demonstration. But yeah, why don't people go out and demonstrate about the Bill of Rights or the border being wide open or Obama becoming a dictator or our government arming al-Qaeda? Only our military protested. Why do people go out and riot when their team wins or loses? It shows screwed up priorities, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the ISIS hacks. One of my best friends was in Iraq. He did 3 tours in Iraq, and he said that that whole Middle Eastern area, not only is it incredibly hard to get any kind of internet access, they had to use satellites and things like that.
Oh, yeah, it's Cavemanville. Stay there. I want to come back and talk to you. Next hour coming up, Ron Paul. But yeah, I mean, North Korea can't tie their shoelaces, and they ran the hacks. It's all BS.
CNLive.com today.
From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself. Our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape, but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.